Over the last week or so, I've been exploring the mobile tie-in game created to promote the launch of Sonic Forces. I've known about the game's existence for a long time, but I haven't given it a chance as I very much dislike its associated game, which is something I have not tried to hide on this channel.
Wait, it's something else. Gotta scan him and figure this out.
Tails? I need to know what's going on with this guy.
Gotta scan him and figure this out.
Running out of time here, Tails!
Gotta scan him and figure this out. Gotta scan him and figure this out.
How are you doing?
Gotta scan him and... Sonic!
Nice.
Ugh. Now that I have tried the game, however, I can say I've been rather surprised by how fun it can be. Usually I loathe mobile games because they are overly grindy RPGs, or one of those games that play themselves, but Sonic Forces Speed Battle is simply a racing game against other players, and I found myself really meshing with the competitive nature of the game. The other reason I dislike mobile games are because of their predatory and intrusive microtransactions or monetization schemes. This mobile game unfortunately still has some of those things, but they don't make me stop playing the game completely for a few reasons. Firstly, your characters are unlocked by collecting a certain amount of their character cards. These are awarded to you via completing missions and opening chests which you earn through racing, or that are purchased with in-game currency. The missions I have encountered are very fair so far. They should all be doable in about an hour or so, and if you don't like one, you can reshuffle it by watching an ad. They can reward character cards and in-game currency, but the catch is you can only have 3, and they have a 4-hour recharge time that stacks for each mission you completed. The rewards are very nice, but they're in small quantities, so limiting the recharge time is clearly to incentivize spending real money. The chests similarly are kind of good, but also have a catch. You can earn chests by winning races, but you can also get a set amount of special chests in a day based on the position you finished in a race. You may also get a few free chests every 4-ish hours as well, but those and the special chests will have lower odds for better items. Even still, you can get quite a bit of chests in a short amount of time and for free, so you might be wondering, where does it get bad? Well, for a start, you may only hold on to 4 chests at any one given time, and any new chests you would have earned whilst yours are full will not be added. You may think, just open the chest. However, opening a chest requires waiting for it to unlock and then spending rings. It still is a Sonic game, so rings are as easy to gather as you would imagine, but the wait time on opening chests are ridiculous. The second tier alone will take 8 hours per chest. What makes this worse is that you can only have one chest unlocking at one time. This means that if you had 4 tier 2 chests, it would take a total of 32 hours for you to wait just to open those 4 chests. The game takes pity on you, however. Unlocking can be done instantaneously if you spend the in-game currency, red rings, on a chest. Red rings are earned slowly, so if this is the method you choose, you'll end up spending real money at one point or later. The other big way microtransactions are promoted are in leveling up your characters. As a character levels up, they improve their unique skills, abilities, starting a race of rings, as well as slowing down less from getting hit. Basically, it makes them superior in all ways, as you would expect. But this also means that if you spend money, you can completely outlevel the competition. Leveling up characters also levels up your account, which universally raises the speed of your characters when they collect rings. With all that said, however, it's still completely possible to win races against opponents with higher levels than you. In fact, that's probably why I find the competitive nature of this game rather appealing. I'm Auntie Carl, who just finished an event. She's level 2 but no longer has a way of leveling up without spending money. Even so, I am yet to come last in a race, and I have beaten many opponents using characters who are 6 or even higher levels above mine. It is also quite easy to level up your core common class characters without having to spend money in the game, as the tier 1 chests you can earn by winning races can be opened instantly for free just by watching an ad, and then you get your free chests every 4 or so hours, your positional chests based on where you placed in a race, and then just rewards from completing your missions. Using all of those together, you can level up commons like Sonic pretty quickly, all for free, as I have as well. This is why I wasn't completely put off the game. The developers obviously need to make money somehow, and whilst it's still got too many microtransactions for my liking, you can play for free and you can beat players as long as you're more skillful. When you compete in a race, you usually earn some trophies during a season, as the game calls it. The trophies are more like a tally of your win to loss ratio, and the higher amount of trophies you get, the more tiers you unlock, which in turn gives you not only more stages to race on, but it increases the odds of all chest types of what they might contain. So this as well is another nice contribution. However, at the end of the season, you'll get a chest for competing, and that chest has a lot of rewards, but the rewards increase every time you pass a certain trophy threshold. So you can really put in the work to get a decent reward at the end of the season, alongside all of the other free things you can get slowly over time. This is a nice system, and it really helps encourage racing more often than you might. However, it can be a little bit biased, or it's just a bit finicky, I think is a good way to say it. If you're racing and you have the most trophies out of everyone there, but your character and profile level are the lowest by far, you will still get penalised a lot for losing and get few trophies for winning, because on paper you should be the more skilled player since you've got more trophies, which means you've won more, but your opponents have way higher everything else because they might have spent money or they just happen to have it. So that can be a little bit annoying if you place in third or something and lose trophies, or if you come first place but you get less trophies than second, because it can work out like that. But you know, that's just one small issue with it that doesn't ruin it completely for me. Currently the game has just entered an event to celebrate Sonic's birthday, which provides additional free gifts and extra missions, so the game definitely will support free-to-play styles on occasion. It's rather baffling to think this, but I have more fun playing this mobile game than I ever did playing the actual console release of Forces. You can play from a wide selection of the Sonic cast, some of which have not been in a main game for years, like Cream, as well as characters Forces itself had barely used, namely Chaos. I can't understate how much fun I had besting others at far higher character levels than my own in this game. It's just so odd that a mobile game feels like it has more soul than an anniversary main game. Yes, Sonic Forces was an anniversary title. It really feels like the team working on this game cares about their product and enjoy working on it. Personally, I would love to see if Sega would allow the developers of Sonic Forces Speed Battle to create a console spin-off game that was even more extensive and had less of the mobile tropes. I think Sega is onto something with the gameplay of this mobile game, as it makes way more sense to have a racing game on foot when using Sonic characters. Imagine a game which is based on foot racing. There are a variety of maps which themselves contain multiple pathways, some of which would only be accessible with a few character abilities, whilst others require skillful mastery of the controls to reach without falling off to a slower and slower route. The game can also have items scattered across the level. If items and characters do still level up, it's purely done by racing and competing in challenges with no more options to pay for it. Then increase the amount of races from 4 to 6 or maybe 8 and allow full unrestricted movement rather than being locked into lanes. That's just a rough idea, but I really think if Sega made a game along these lines, it could establish its own prominent niche in the racing genre, whilst taking advantage of the Sonic brand's uniqueness rather than copying Mario Kart. What do you think about Sonic Forces Speed Battle? Have you played it? Will you try it out now? Let me know. I still plan on playing it at least for a while, but if I encounter a sudden spike in difficulty for free-to-play players, I will likely stop. So I recorded the rest of this video a couple days ago. Since then I did keep playing the game and I got past the 4K trophy mark, which is when the competition starts to get quite a bit more intense. And the problem is I'm now at the state where a lot of my opponents have profile levels and character levels around 12 or higher. Meanwhile I'm still rocking the level 2 Tikal. and unfortunately it's pretty much getting to that point where winning requires my opponents to screw up a lot because I'm at such a disadvantage now, and it's not as fun as I was having before 4K when the character levels were a little bit below 12, and where even though they had a bit of an advantage, it wasn't enough to completely cancel out what I was capable of. Now it's really becoming just a meat grinder, really, and I'm not sure how I feel about continuing. I'm gonna keep trying for a bit, but the way it's going right now, I'm probably gonna put the game down, I think. So that's unfortunate, but I just wanted to be honest. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. It is surprisingly impactful on how a video is recommended to users. Either way though, have a nice day, and see you next time.